Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Moon Hyung Wook, aka Got. What's up guys, Fooch here. Today we're going to be doing an update of the Nth Room. Let's take a quick look of the key players who've been arrested so far. First up, we have 19-year-old Lee Won-ho, first-class private, who has been charged with gathering participants as well as producing and circulating the illegal material. The Korean Army stated he actively participated in gathering participants for the Nth Room as well as the production and circulation of sexual assault videos. Enough evidence was secured so that a warrant could be issued, which is why his name has also been released to the public. Then we have the mastermind of everything, Baksa, or aka Mr. Cho Joo-bin, 24. He was indicted for allegedly blackmailing women into providing sexual videos to the illegal Telegram chat room. At least 25 people, including 8 underage kids, have been confirmed to have been exploited by Cho. Our third man, Kang Hoon, 18 years old and the youngest perpetrator so far, has been charged for recruiting and managing the victims of the Nth Rooms and managing and delivering the profits to Cho Joo-bin. Now this is interesting considering about his age and how the police department decided to release his name to the public. And now,
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Moon Hyung Wook, aka Got, a 24-year-old university student who was accused of making the first Nth Room before Cho Joo-bin ever got involved. Police also said the suspect was believed to have committed a, quote, grave crime against as many as 10 underage victims, and that they secured sufficient evidence to prove his guilt. With that being said, it is now believed that all the key players have been arrested and some of them being named. Now on to update number 2. Out of the 274 sex crime cases that have been opened, 221 criminals have been arrested. Out of those 221, as many as 144 contained offenders that filmed their sexual partners without their consent. The remaining 117 cases involved filming females in public places, as well as creating and distributing things called deepfakes. Now, what is a deepfake? A deepfake is a video created with AI technology that allows you to put somebody's face onto somebody else's body, and the technology is so good right now that it's getting harder and harder to tell the difference between what's real and what's not. Now, what's interesting about this is that makes Korea one of the first countries to make creating and distributing deepfakes without somebody's permission a crime. Originally, deepfakes were used to make comedy or political videos, but now we're seeing a lot of videos being made using pornographic images, taking K-pop stars and putting them on the bodies of porn stars in order to create a video that makes it look like the K-pop star was involved in the sexual act. The revision of the Act of the Special Cases Concerning Sex Crimes was altered just recently by the National Assembly and goes into effect on June 25th. According to the new law, those who produce or distribute these types of videos, aka deepfakes, can be punishable up to 5 years in jail or pay 50 million won, which is about 40,000 US dollars. If the video was made with the purpose of making money, that prison sentence could be up to 7 years in jail. Until this law was changed, making deepfakes based on pornography was not considered a sex crime. The amendment, however, does not punish anyone for owning or watching any of these deepfake videos. Now, I know deepfakes are kind of a new issue around the world right now, and I don't know if this is the right step. Obviously, it makes sense from the surface level, and obviously that the government is doing this in an attempt to really crack down on things as a result of the Nth Room case, especially considering the police did a terrible job in the beginning of not listening to victims or not even pursuing it until it became an international story. However, I think we need to discuss these things quite in depth before just making these reactionary laws. Making this punishable a law kind of makes it seem like everyone's own face and body becomes IP. And where do we draw the line between art, fiction, and sex crimes? I haven't thought about this issue too much in depth yet. However, I do feel that it's a reactionary law, and I don't think enough time was spent deliberating to determine whether or not this is a good decision or not. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that creating deepfakes is a sexual crime? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And now the third update. Under current law, those who produce obscure videos, including minors, can face life imprisonment and a jail minimum of 5 years. Those who sell and distribute child pornography can face a jail sentence up to 10 years. But in reality, criminals have been caught and prosecuted, according to 2017 data, only had faced up to 2 years in prison before being let go. That's why the government is working hard to try to make it more strict, because there's been a lot of blowback in past years, but now especially due to the Nth Room case. Additionally, the age of consent has been risen from 13 to 16. Now, from what I understood in Korea, even having relations with a high school student, even if they were of age, the fact that they were still in high school means that it was illegal. However, by the technicalities of the law, it seems that originally the age of consent was 13 years old, which is super young. Even 16 years old can be considered young. However, 13 is just crazy, and it's a good thing that they've raised that, which also means that any acts or any videos created on that age group, now the statute of limitations hopefully will be reduced for those people as well once that law gets passed. And lastly, it's finally happened. I've been saying it for some time now. I think that real life society in Korea is a lot more interesting and crazy than some of the content that's in K-dramas or K-movies. However, it's finally been decided that a movie about this incident, the Nth Room, will be created later this year, entitled The Devil Room. It's supposed to be, the message is to try to crack down on a lot of these sex crimes and show that even teenagers and minors committing these crimes against others can be punishable by serious offense. Hopefully they do it justice. I'm not sure that they will, but I am looking forward to that movie, and considering I think that although this is a very disgusting, it's also been a very fascinating case. With that being said, those are all the updates I have for today. Hopefully this case comes to a speedy end with all the perpetrators receiving very harsh judgments. See you soon.